last episode was the most controversial one, apparently. I don't know why. It just was. Maybe people aren't used to. Maybe the reason it was so controversial is because they had the Chad Nick Offerman, the primetime man candy that was Ron Swanson kissing another dude. Maybe that's why it was so controversial. Maybe the women were greatly incensed by that clear indecency. So do we just not have the opening scenes anymore?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know if I like that. I like the opening scenes before the intro. It's a cool it's cool that they get like a palette cleanser or like a tone setter for the episode, you know? I hope that the first time she pulls the trigger, the recoil is too much for her and she like freaks out and like spazzes out. That'll be really funny. First time I shot a gun, I almost hit myself in the face because I was not expecting how big the recoil was.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you can believe it, I was like half as scrawny as I am now.
Oh my gosh.
So like, when I fired a revolver, I almost knocked myself out. Dang, I like this. This is very real. She said, why do we have to do this every hour? And it makes sense that they need to do this every hour because the gas that they're able to siphon is like literally useless.
Mm-hmm.
Literally useless. You get like, what, a few miles out of it?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Oh no.
No pun intended.
So proud.
What did the mermaid write in her math class?
Kelp.
Analogy, bra.
I was close.
I stayed up all night.
No.
Don't like please kill me now.
I denied myself the achievement of hearing all of Ellie's jokes to this day because every time she starts running her dumb mouth in the game, I just walk away. I walk away.
I got something. Here. This make you all nostalgic?
That is actually before my time. Hey! A theme park.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Six Flags?
I mean, I don't know if there's a Six Flags that far north.
I don't even know where they filmed this, much less where it's supposed to be, so... I just
It's filmed
something.
in
Arby's.
Canada.
Arby's. We found it. Ground zero, where the infection started. Arby's. Someone actually ate Arby's roast beef, and the next thing they did was bite their friend. My brother, to this day, has a wonderful, hysterical conspiracy. He's like, I think Arby's is just a government plant. It's a monitor station where the government just sits and watches everybody. Because think about it, you never see anyone at an Arby's. No one's ever coming from Arby's. No one's ever going to Arby's. Arby's is just there.
It's just there, and it stays in business, and it's always there.
Despite the fact that you don't know anyone who eats there ever. He's making that Chef Boyardee. Let's go. Not really. That stuff is garbage. Yeah, I would eat tree bark. I would eat tree bark first. I'm sorry. No, the tree bark.
But you know what Chef Boyardee tastes like. She doesn't. So to her, it's delish.
Yeah, and I also know that there would be more good stuff for you in the tree bark than in the Chef Boyardee. So I'd be better off.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a joke, ain't it?
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You dick! Did you read this?
No.
Just an old
Go to
joke.
sleep.
He's just a dad.
He's just a dad. Why did the Greek chicken run away from the farmer?
I don't know.
Because she was scared he would seize her.
That's terrible. Would you go get Lucas if he joined the Fireflies?
No.
I'm not even tired.
Yeah. That's another thing straight
Every
from the
child
game.
says that.
Straight from the game.
Yeah.
Oof.
His bedroom.
Oof. They dipped.
Get out of there.
Put your seatbelt on.
Are we gonna help him?
No.
No.
Aw, we didn't get he ain't even hurt. That was one of my favorite lines from the game.
What about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
This is the scene that leaked online. That scene from the set.
Okay, yeah, where they're like...
There was like an
There
iPhone.
was pictures from above, yeah.
There was like an iPhone camera recording of them crashing the truck. And I was like, they're doing the he ain't even hurt scene. And then they didn't. And then they didn't do the he ain't
And
even
they
hurt
didn't even
scene.
say it.
Yeah, I'm mad. Say the line, Joel. Headshot.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just like a random enemy line from the game. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if that was just the audio file from the game. They looped
From the
over the
game.
footage, yeah. Oh, dang. Literally made him cry for his mommy.
Yep.
Ellie, I gotta get in there. I can't fit through.
There's some stuff against
Suck
the
it in,
door.
Joel. Squeeze through the hole.
I'm sure Pedro Pascal is flattered by your positive description of his figure.
Looking for Bluetooth signal. Connected.
Dang, I didn't think they had Bluetooth in The Last of Us.
Sorry.
They got Brian! Oh no! That's a reference to The Last of Us 2. Brian! Oh, Brian, my friend, my dear friend Brian. There's so much positive memories I have about Brian. He was my roommate. He was godfather to my son. Oh, Brian, why did you kill Brian?
Who did this?
We think it was outsiders. We found a truck.
Hey!
It's not a federal
It's
vehicle, but they
Tommy!
were-
Tommy! Yay, the story can end. We found Tommy already, everybody.
This is Henry's work.
Shame.
Understand? And he won't stop until we stop him. Find who did this. Find
I do like that
every
she thinks Henry
collaborator
has this
and kill
much
them
control over the situation.
Well, as someone who just had to deal with a narcissistic, villainous character a few months ago, like in IRL, it is very real that someone would project a bunch of negative inaccuracies on someone, all in the name of finding a quote-unquote villain to blame all their problems for.
That's fine. The first time I watched this, I didn't realize that was Tommy, because the only one I ever seen, like, in person was the one who plays Joel. But the minute he opened his mouth, I was like, I know that voice. Why do I know it? And I immediately looked him up, like, oh, it's Tommy.
Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Sinkholes are not good. Oh, that ain't a sinkhole, is it?
Yeah.
That ain't a sinkhole, is it?
Mm-mm.
Let's just handle what we have to handle. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After.
Can you, though?
See you later,
That's gonna be
people.
her undoing. This is literally gonna come back to bite her. Probably bite all of them, because there's no way a hole that big is caused by just, like, what, 2 of them? This is gonna come back to bite them real bad. Like, real bad. Like, most, if not all of them, will probably die as a direct result of that. I'm calling it now.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
Yeah. It runs in your genes.
I'd be like, you're lucky you're the cure for humanity, because I'd shove your ass in a locker and leave you there. That was a good episode.
It's a short one. It's shorter.
That's good. Easier to record.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I give a solid, I think it's another 8 out of 10. First episode was an
Nice.
8 out of 10. 2 and 3 were a 7 out of 10 because they were still good, but I found less to like. And then this one was real good. Like the new original content, it works really well. Pedro Pascal playing Joel Miller is like the amazing thirst trap cast choice for you, ain't it?
Absolutely. Because here's the thing is, I played The Last of Us before Pedro got cast. like, before there was rumors of a show. Um,
Well, back
and
back
I
then
just
it
fell,
was back then they wanted to make it a movie, like a 2-part movie.
yeah, yeah. And so I fell in love with Joel Miller as is, and then just the fact that they went with Pedro Pascal, because I know there was a few actors in talks to play Joel, but this is just like my ultimate dream cast for Joel. I love it.
My personal choice would be Josh Brolin.
Oh, he would have been good too.
He would be amazing as Joel Miller. Let's say tragedy strikes and Pedro Pascal's not around to film for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Brolin. Instant pick. Like, dang, JB, them 7 years been real kind to you. Dang, Joel, you've been packing that iron them last 7 years. So far the show is staying good. That has always been my sort of take. I thought it was going to suck initially back when it first got announced because I was still like fire roasted by the initial ending of like Game of Thrones and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, HBO could do nothing but wrong. And then House of the Dragon came out, and I was like, okay, some of the Game of Thrones people got their head back on straight. Good to know. So far, I am pleasantly surprised. I already know that because the whole Joel is ultra evil argument that they have,
Mm-hmm.
they're 100% gonna set that up. They are so convinced that that is true and correct. That they are so convinced that in their world where nuance does not exist, there is very obviously good guys and bad guys. They are so
Mm-hmm.
convinced that that world is actually super nuanced and we're fools for picking a side. It's very, very weird how tone deaf and lacking in self-awareness the writers of the original Last of Us are.